Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing my Shanghai playoff Pickems. Going to go through all the games here, pick who I think is going to win each game, and then just go through the whole bracket and pick who I think is going to win. So I did the initial Swiss stage Pickems. I did not, or I did it before this was out, like this, whatever, like you could pick the teams that make it out of groups. And I was too sick to make videos about these two like rounds of the Swiss stage, so I decided not to. But these were how my pickums went. Fairly happy with that. But if you guys enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And yeah, let's get right into this. So we'll start at the top here with Paper X G2 rematch from when was it? I think it was Reykjavik, the second one, when they played in the lower bracket, round one, and G2, the guard, then kind of choked. So we're gonna get Valen, Trent, and Jonah trying to get their revenge against Paper X, who are probably the favorite, like at least in terms of the community, to win this event. I mean, this game is really close actually in my head. I think G2 is so underrated right now. Like just because they don't have a standout individual player who's dominating right now, um, doesn't mean that they don't have really good firepower across the board with Trent, Valen, Jonah, and Leaf, and Icy's playing pretty well as well. But overall, I still do have to take Paper X here. They are still the better team. Like, G2 does stand a chance in this game. I feel like a lot of people are just going to think Paper X is going to roll them over. But, I mean, there's a good chance it's just going to be a roll, but also G2 absolutely stand a chance. Like, so next up, we have EDG Heretics, and I know this might be kind of a hot take, but I think EDG should be the favorite for this game, not by like a ton or anything, because I still think Heretics is very good, but also in the past, EDG has improved so much at international events comparatively to their regional form. So I don't necessarily think EDG played well during the regular season split, but when they get to this event and when they're playing in front of the home crowd against Heretics, I think they should be a lot better. Also, Heretics barely snuck by the two other Chinese teams, who I do not think are as good as EDG. I don't think they'll even be close at this event, honestly. FPX was a lot better than I thought they'd be, to be fair. So maybe that'll be a little bit closer. But I do think EDG should be the favorite in this game to beat Heretics, and I'm going to take them here to win that game. Then 100 Thieves Foot. I don't think I should need to explain this too much. I'm going to take 100 Thieves. Could be a close game, but I don't see a world where Foot ends up dragging this over the line. Only interesting part of it is you get CNET against 100 Thieves again, which was kind of fun. But other than that, not too much to speak on there, honestly. Not a very interesting game. I mean, I guess for me, because I'm a 100 Thieves fan, it's a little interesting because I'm going to get to watch the team, but other than that, not really. Then Fnatic Gen.G. This game was really close for me, but I think it came down to really just the IGL duelist pairing that I trust more right now, and that's actually Texture and Lock, or not Lakia. Lakia was their IGL initially, and Munchkin. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna take that. Two teams that are very stacked with individual talent, like Fnatic. You got Durka, Chronicle, Leo, and Alphayer. Gen.G, you got Texture, Lakia, Munchkin, fucking Charon, and Meteor. So like, it's very close, and I think Gen.G overall just has the better like map pool, plays more simple, like better comps that are just more like meta right now. So I do slightly favor Gen.G, but I think this is easily the best game of the first round. And yeah, just two very, very good teams. Then I think we'll do the lowers next, because I think these are a little less close. G2 beat Heretics. I mean, I don't want to say fairly easily in, what was it, the Swiss stage. I always forget what that's called. I always want to call it groups, but I think everybody calls it Swiss, so we'll call it that. I know they did kind of win a lot of man disadvantage situations and stuff like that against Heretics, so you kind of expect that to even out a little bit. But I still think G2 is the better team, and I think they should be able to win this game. And then I'm going to take Fnatic over Fut. I don't think Fut's been playing that good at this event, so I'm going to take Fnatic. Then we have a bit more interesting games here with these uppers games. You got Paper X EDG, the rematch from, I mean, so many times. These teams have played like every event since the dawn of time. And Paper X has usually gotten the better of EDG. EDG just did beat them at Madrid. But I think Paper X is in much better form than they were then. And EDG is in about the same, if not maybe slightly better form than they were then. So I got to take Paper X. Then 100 Thieves Gen.G. I don't. I mean, this game is very, very interesting. You got Cryo versus Texture, like two insane duelist players, probably the two top three, and probably the top two left right now in terms of just duelist players. Like I'd take Aspas over Cryo, but in terms of the teams that are left, I would take those two over anybody else. And I think, I mean, they're two very similar teams, honestly. Two teams that are of the like thought process that like simplifying the game into just simple comps that have a specific goal and just letting the players play. Two very similar teams in that way. And I think I'm going to slightly favor 100 Thieves in this game. This is a very, very 50-50 game, but I'm going to take 100 Thieves just because I think they're just overall, like across the board, a little bit better in terms of just like individual play. Definitely, I think they have better calling with Boostio. So, again, very close. I also think Zix, I mean, for both of these games, is going to do a very good job anti-stratting. Like, against Fut's Lotus comp, I didn't mention this. I mean, they permaban Lotus. I feel like there's a chance 100 Thieves don't even ban Lotus and go into that game playing maybe like Cryo on Astra, like something similar to what EG was playing at Champs. Maybe a similar comp to that. I think they could very much win that map against Fut if they play it. Now, a lot of teams like sticking with their permaban, but I think 100 Thieves is the one team that I think could just say, "Hey, fuck it, we'll play Lotus just to get to play against Fut's comp." But we already talked about that game. Then I just think they'll probably beat Gen.G, but it's very close, honestly. And then Paper X 100 Thieves in the uppers. I'm gonna take Paper X here. Usually they're on a roll. They usually win these upper finals. The NA teams usually lose these upper finals. Um, so I'm just gonna take Paper X there. Then we have Gen.G G2. I'm gonna take Gen.G pretty easily there. I've been high on G2 a lot, but overall Gen.G is just the better team across the board. Then you have EDG Fnatic, which is going to be a really fun game. I'm pretty sure it was Kang that said that Durka's his idol in this game. So that could be interesting as well. That's going to be a fun storyline leading up to the game. But honestly, I know a lot of people would probably take Fnatic, and I would take Fnatic against a lot of other teams. But I think with the home crowd buff, with just Kang being Kang, I think EDG will break past their 5th, 6th curse that they've been at since Tokyo. They got 5th, 6th at Tokyo, 5th, 6th at Champs. They got 5th, 6th at Madrid, and I think they're going to break through now. I don't think they'll turn into the next DRX in that sense. But yeah, I think they're going to break through against Fnatic, who, ironically, also were the team that DRX broke through against to get 5th, 6th at this event. I think it was Champs 22 when they broke through and got third. And honestly, there's going to be some parallels here because I think I'm going to take them over Gen.G in this lowers game just because of the momentum with Kang and the Chinese crowd. I think they should be able to be very close with Gen.G. I think the crowd's going to be very rowdy for this one because of Gen.G, the org. I just think EDG is going to be on a tear during these playoffs. And it's not even because I think they're gonna play like very fundamentally good Valorant. I just think this team is a very heavily momentum based team, and I think when they can get momentum going against the team, if they can get it, I think they can beat anyone. Honestly, if they get like early momentum going on a map, I think they're going to roll over some teams, specifically like Fnatic, like Gen.G here, teams that have choked in the past against other opponents. I think they're very prone to that. But when you get into a BO5 game against 100 Thieves, I just don't see them winning that. Like when you have the like full map pool, when EDG is not as good on a lot of maps, I think 100 Thieves should be able to slow it down and kind of halt the momentum of EDG and win that game. And then I think they're going to win the grand final as well. I had 100 Thieves power rank number 1. I'm going to pick them to win. Sorry, like it sucks for you guys who just will continue to underrate the best America's teams for some reason. Yeah, Lev got knocked out by Fut, but like they crumbled in that game. Like I I literally like people are gonna say that fourth power ranking of Lev was way too high and stuff, which I don't necessarily disagree with. But if you actually listen to what I said in the video, I said it was the lowest floor team and the team that was most likely to suck at the event, which was true between them, Gen.G, and Fnatic, I guess. I mean, we haven't seen Fnatic yet, but I don't know, man. Just some people don't listen to things that you say in these videos, so I think people are gonna see this and be like, "Oh, how you think EDG's that good?" And I'm like, "No, it's just gotta hit a fucking momentum streak," which teams have done in the past. I mean, teams have fluked into winning winning champions events, Ascend. So I don't know. Not too much else to say. I'm just yapping at this point. So if you guys enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And I'll see you guys in the next one for probably like international split previews and stuff with like week 1 pickems, power rankings, all that kind of stuff, roster mania recaps, everything like that. So if you guys are interested in that, leave a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for that content.